200-meter dash, first heat underway.
There goes Karen, he's taking second. The throw, the slide, not in time, he's safe.
We'll spike it over and get the point for the Red Hawks.
Strike three, he got him looking.
And that'll be another point for the Red Hawks. Hello and welcome to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm Tom Albert, joined with Olivia Dean here on tonight's softball matchup.
All right, thank you, Tom. All right, so today we have the Frontier Red Hawks playing the South Hadley Tigers in this Sweet 16 matchup of the state tournament. So far, up 2-0 on the batter. And that's going to be just low.
Yeah, so Olivia, here in the state tournament, it's going to be the South Hadley Tigers. These two teams faced off earlier in the season, and twice. One time in Western Mass and one time home Red Hawks, both times. So this is the third game that's been played here, and honestly, the Tigers won the more important one as it was the Western Mass semifinal. So this is, of all the three games, this is what you can say the most important.
Yeah, I would say so, and the Hawks are coming in with a bit of a chip on their shoulder.
As they should.
Got 2-2 count on the batter here. Ball's in play, Skylar Seal out at first. Great routine play by Skylar Seal at shortstop.
Yeah, Steele has been a phenomenal shortstop for the Hawks all season, and last game especially, she had a really spectacular catch against Ayer Shirley, and she even reached out to me and said, "Hey, do you have it on film?" And I'm like, I honestly have no idea, because the live stream we have it, and I checked today, we do have it on the camera card.
Good for the highlight tape.
Yep.
Ball goes to second and out at first. And that's going to be 3 outs for the Hawks. Up to bat next.
Yeah, quick 1-2-3 inning for the Red Hawks, and we will go to the first break. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. We'll be right back. Thank you.
All right. Bottom of the first here for the Hawks. We have Ashley Taylor at bat here. And she swings, just misses it. Down 0-2 in the count now. Just misses it again. Ashley Taylor having a great aggressive at bat. And she's going to leave that one high. 1 and 2. She's going to leave that one wide, 2 and 2. Ashley Taylor is a senior for the Red Hawks, going up against the pitcher from South Hadley, Ella Schaefer. Very dominant, very aggressive pitcher. So we'll see what she does here. And she's going to leave that one high as well. We have a full count now. And she's going to leave it high. Walking to first. First at bat of the game. All right, next up to bat for the Hawks is Skylar Steele, number 10. Very aggressive hitter, has been dominant this season. A lot of home runs, a lot of RBIs. So we'll see what she does here. All right, leaves it high. No outs for the Hawks here, a lot of opportunity. She's going to swing at that one, but just misses it. 1 and 1. Out of bounds, just to the right here. Almost hit us, but missed. 1 and 2 count. Skylar's going to have to be aggressive here, really protect the plate. And a line drive to second. And she's safe at first. That was a great line drive. Really heads up running by Ashley Taylor. Just makes it before second baseman throws it back.
Yeah, really heads up play by the senior there, Olivia. And you know, you played college volleyball, and you played on this team, so you know a lot about softball and playing at the college level especially. So, and actually, Ashley's going to play field hockey. Delaney, who's up to bat, is going to play softball. Mitchell, I think. Sorry.
No, it's really incredible to see these wonderful athletes continuing their careers. Oh, wow. A great line drive hit to center field. Ashley's making it, driving the runs home, and she scores. Ashley Taylor makes it home. Beautiful RBI by Lou. Makes it to second.
And any of the players that are on the team now, did they play with you?
Yes, I was just going to say, Delaney Fifield, also known as Lou, she was my teammate for a season, as well as Ashley Taylor. And it's just so great to see them really stepping into their roles as leaders and grow into amazing athletes. So I'm really excited for what's next for them.
Yeah. Oh.
Starts off swinging, 0-1.
Yeah, I don't have quite the stats that Mason Smith has. As he's got a lot of free time on his hand, but
and she swings again.
I don't think Michonne usually bats lefty.
Could be a strategy here just to get the ball in play, move the runners over, and get some early runs.
Hey, 1-0.
And that's strike 3. It's going to be 2 outs for the Hawks. Time to rally. Don't want to leave that runner out there. And Lou's got some speed, so hopefully we can get the ball in play and get her home.
Yeah. I mean, I've tried throwing a baseball lefty. Can't do it. Can't do it.
Oh,
Of course. So she actually hit a home run in the 7th inning with 2 outs last time they faced. So they didn't want to. Schaefer didn't want to pitch to her.
oh my goodness. All right, so we have 2 runners on base now. We're going to get a pinch runner in for the pitcher, number 21, Reina. And pinch runner
I think it's Riley Tyne.
is Riley Tyne. Now up to bat, we have number 15, Sophia Pinardi. She's going to take that one. Sophia Pinardi is also a senior for the Hawks, plays first base, and I also played with her for a year.
Nice.
Great teammate.
Yeah. I mean, it's just interesting for me because I actually started. That's strike 2 there, Olivia. I started this when these kids that are actually graduating, when they were in 8th grade. So that's how far I've come. But
Sophia's being a little picky here with her. And she fends it off again.
oh,
0-2 in the count. Now she's got to be aggressive, choke up on the bat a little bit.
yep. It's a good hit. It's a tough hitter's count, but you just got to protect.
And she's going to leave it high.
Uh-oh.
Down. And she's safe.
Yep.
Aggressive base running there.
Yep, good heads-up play by the senior captain there. I mean, she got a little bit of a late jump there, but, hey, put 2nd and 3rd. It's better than 1st and 2nd.
Absolutely. You might see a lot of those pass balls today. I know the pitcher, she's known for her rise ball, but, you know, when it doesn't work out, it's a great opportunity for the runners to get to another base. It's a great swing by Sophia Pinardi. It's another one of those rise balls. She's fending it off, protecting the plate.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing, too, Olivia, is it's going to be a battle every at bat.
Fly ball.
Might drop. Oh.
Almost fell in the gap there. Tricky spot. But we're going to leave 2 runners on base and move on to the 2nd inning for the Hawks.
And we'd like to quickly thank our sponsors, Albert Hearing Services. They're located at 33 Riddell Street in Greenfield, Massachusetts. You can give my mom and her office ladies a call at 413-774-0100. Again, 413-774-0100. And shout out to my mom who always listens to the game. So, as well as Bard Ceilings. They're located in Greenfield. Craig Barry, great guy. Shout out Craig if you're listening. As well as Holiday Pizza, the official pizza of FCAT Sports, as well as Gilmore Farrell Insurance. They specialize in personal and commercial insurance. Zach's Barbecue, they're located just down the road at South Deerfield, as well as Sugarloaf Hair Studio and Terrazas at Greenfield Country Club. You can go visit a Boz. And yeah, enjoy the softball game. If you're listening from South Hadley or anywhere else, let us know where you're listening from. But good to be here. Good to have Olivia Dean on the mic, even though I texted her mom this morning to, I was, very last minute sometimes, but.
No, I'm glad to be here whenever I can on the few weeks I'm home sometimes. It's great to be back. Last time I was doing commentary for FCAT, it was for a wrestling match, which I really apologize to all those who were listening to that because I didn't know anything about wrestling. I know a lot more about softball, so hopefully the commentary is a bit better this time around.
Hey, well, maybe we'll steal one of the deans for a volleyball match if we could, but who knows?
Just going to go high there.
the other thing, we're also unofficial, different from FCAT after this inning. I'll let people know.
Number 9, Sophia Butler is going to swing at that one. Counts now 1-1.
Oh,
Going to swing at that one as well, 1-2. Middle of the batting order here, number 4. Last inning, the Hawks went 1-2-3. Hopefully they can do that again. She's going to take that one high. And that's going to be just low. We have a full count here.
and a quick update from my executive producer, Kevin Murphy. Shout out him. Senior producer. Red Sox won today. So.
And the ball's in play to second.
Oh.
Going to the outfield.
And that go ahead.
Number 9, so if Butler makes it to first, off an error to second.
And the one thing I will say is, really, especially in baseball and softball, errors will be the killers. So keep them to a minimal. And the last time these two teams faced in the Western Mass, there was 9 walks from Reina. So she just has to lock in a little bit. I think she really has, and she's focused, as she is just an 8th grader. So.
All right, we have number 2, Riley McMahon from South Hadley here.
Oh.
Catcher takes it off the head.
Yep, and they may have gotten them too.
The batter's right on it. When the ball's going straight off on a foul ball, you know that the batter's right on that. Going to take a moment here.
Yeah, so Delaney's just checking in on the ump, and then the ump checking on the ump. But seems to be all good. And hopefully Tyler Walkowitz, he's out taking some photos for the Pittsfield versus Frontier baseball game. So
That's a beautiful strike. Just high, painting the corners. No outs, runner on first.
nice.
And that's a beautiful strikeout for number 21,
Reina.
Raina Wanzi. 1 out for the Hawks here. 1 runner on first. And next up for South Hadley, we have Sienna LaFlush. That swing's going to be just late. 0-1. Oof. Just off the end of the bat. Looked like it hurt. She's going to go down swinging.
Hey, back-to-back Ks from Reina right there, Olivia. And Reina's looking like her normal self out there. I mean, really in playoff form.
Yeah, very aggressive. This is great, especially starting off with a runner on first. It's really impressive to see her work back, get these 2 outs. And now the Hawks are in a confident position. Beautiful pitch, just low. Up to bat here, we have Grace Matsuski.
Yes, Matasuski.
Matasuski.
There you go.
Just going to be low again. 2-0. Just going to go for that one. Now we have a 2-1 count. Raina's pitching her low here, so I'm wondering if this is tactical. If she has scouted this batter because everything's been low so far. See what she does here. And fly ball. Skylar Steele calls it and catches it, and that's going to be the end. Hawks are now up to bat to the bottom of the second. All right, bottom of the second here for the Hawks. Start us up, we have number 7, Addie Ely. Number 16, Addie Ely. Starting off with an aggressive swing, just misses it. Down 0-1 in the count.
Oh.
Shows the bunt and holds it just too long. Now she is 0-2.
Yeah, Addie, I've said this all season. She's a good hitter to have in the box. She can force counts to go 3-2 a lot of the time. So
Love that.
Very good. Yep. Ah.
Gets the bat on it, out at first. Unlucky play.
Yep.
Probably going to see a lot of hits going to right field today, just because of the sheer speed of South Hadley's pitcher here, Ella Schaefer. But the Hawks are so far doing a good job of getting the bat and the ball, really putting a lot of stuff into play, not a lot of strikeouts.
There's the bunt.
Bunt and just out, although a close play.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell she was stretching her strides there. You usually see that for, especially like track and cross country towards the end. I mean, really any sport, but that's going to bring up bottom of the order, Whitney. So last game she went 2 for 3.
Shows the bunt and just drops it. Going to be a foul ball. So the Hawks here at the bottom of the order are showing a lot of bunts. Could be just to get the ball in play, try to run it out, or maybe try to psych out the pitcher a little bit, but that seems to be the strategy here for the last few batters. And she swings just late, 0-2.
Yeah, it's tough when you have a senior on the mound going up against a senior that can pitch fast, and if they have a good off speed, especially for softball.
And she's going to watch the last one, ending the inning with a strikeout from South Hadley's Ella Schaefer. Moving on to the third inning here.
Yep, so we'll go to the top of the third inning. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. We'll be right back. And yep. Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. Tom Albert, Olivia Dean on the mic tonight. As it's very windy, it's actually going towards the outfield, as I don't want to lose another tent. But it's going to be number 6.
Yeah, bottom of the order here for South Hadley. Number 6, Violet Carlian. She's going to swing at that first one, now down in the count, 0-1. Raina's had a strong last inning, 2 strikeouts. And showing the bunt here, and she goes, 0-2. South Hadley kind of doing the same thing that Frontier did at the end of their order, showing the bunt, hopefully to just probably get something on the infield and try to run it out. And she takes that one. Close call, but it's going to be a ball. 1-2 now. And she swings, and that's going to be a strikeout for Raina. Raina Wanzi, number 21 on the mound.
Yeah, that's her 3rd in a row there, Olivia, and I think she has 3 on the night, unless she got 1 in the first when we were troubleshooting there. But
all right, bottom of the order now. It's going to be 0-1. Late swing there.
It's going to be Kinney up to bat.
Sevilla Kinney.
Thank you. So, especially when you're at the bottom of the order, as somebody who batted as I call it the second leadoff person, especially if you bat 10 and have a DH or EH.
It's going to be just low, 2-1 count.
So with that count there, it's a good hitter's count, and Raina needs to throw a strike here because you're not going to see her swing, I feel like, again until she throws another strike.
It's a great pitch, just on the outside there, painting the outside edge of the box. 2-2 count now. Raina, you said, is just an 8th grader, right?
Yeah, so she actually was one of the main starting pitchers last year.
And there's her 4th strikeout of the night.
Yep, 4th in a row. Keep it going, Raina.
Strong start. It's always good as a pitcher to have a really strong start. Builds up your confidence, and then, if errors come later on in the inning, walks come, you still have that confidence that you built up in the beginning of the game. So this is really great to see out of Raina, and probably also builds confidence within her teammates to back her up and want to make those great plays.
Yep.
It's going to be just low.
And the thing about Raina, too, is her mom told me after one of the games earlier on in the season, her and Delaney were in their barn over the off season during the winter. So, it really goes to show Delaney, who's a senior, is putting like the next pitcher for the next 4 years, because Raina will have 4 years of high school, and she has around, I think, 150, 160 strikeouts.
Wow. It's going to go high. Yeah, I feel like that is such a Western Mass softball thing, is in the off-season going to random barns pitching. You don't really see that in other parts of the country.
That's hilarious.
And swings. And that's going to be 1-2-3 for the Red Hawks. Another really strong defensive inning, and a really impressive start for Raina on the mound there, number 21.
Yep, she got the rest as Ashley Taylor pitched phenomenally against Ayer Shirley, and Raina didn't have to come in at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, the thing I kind of always go back to is when you guys were the 21 seed and made it to the Final Four. Mm-hmm. That was one of the first games that I actually went out of my way to go and cover with Alec Eckel. Mm-hmm. Shout out him, but it's really good that FCAT is here. Like, I'm not trying to talk about myself. It's just in general, because over all the towns, we're one of the only schools that has this kind of people. For example, the 3 people to the right of me right now are all some way connected to Frontier. Mm-hmm. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Gage.
Yeah, and when I tell people, from college or otherwise, that we have FCAT Media, they cover games, full video coverage, color commentary, they're very impressed. This is not something you see very often in high school, let alone like a rural high school like ours. So I've always really appreciated everything that FCAT has done and all the work they do to cover high school sports.
It's honestly, in my eyes, Olivia, more important than. It's my favorite to cover because I'm yet to do a college game. So.
Yeah.
Which. Go ahead.
Is that in the future for you?
Yeah, very very soon.
Very soon.
Yep, I'm going to online school to Full Sail University in the fall
Oh wow, that's awesome.
for broadcasting and media.
All right, we're back at the top of the order for the Hawks. We have Ashley Taylor here, the senior left fielder. She's going to let that one go high. It's a great take. And that's going to be just low. Ashley's very patient at the plate here. She has a great eye. That's something you really see out of softball players who have been playing for a while, travel, high school, spend a lot of time on varsity teams. Just that calmness, that patience that she has. And she lets that go high, and she's going to walk to first. She looks to go to second there for a little bit because of the wild pitch, but stays at first. That's going to be her second at bat and also her second walk, which is really great as a leadoff hitter to just get to first base. That's what you love out of a leadoff hitter. You don't always need them to be hitting bombs or getting crazy RBIs. It's really just about getting on base, and Ashley's doing a great job with that. Next up, we have Frontier's power hitter, Skylar Steele, number 10. Takes an aggressive swing there right on it. As you can see, the foul ball is going straight back. Just coming out swinging. Hawks are looking to get Ashley Taylor home again, just like they did in that first inning. She's going to watch that ball high. And that's going to be a strike just high. I think still a good take, though. You know, even though it's a strike, it's probably not her pitch, and she can afford that with the count that she has. And now she's at 2-2, so has to be a little bit more aggressive here, choke up on the bat. And she's going to strike out looking. Pitch going just to the outside. And that's going to be a strikeout for South Hadley's pitcher, number 14, Ella Schaefer, the senior. All right, next up we have Delaney Fifield, also known as Lou, number 12, the catcher for the Hawks. Going to swing off that first pitch. Hawks are being very aggressive off of this very fast, talented pitcher, which we really love to see. A lot of foul balls, even if you can't get them in play, but a lot of foul balls, not a ton of strikeouts just yet. She's going to take it inside, and Ashley Taylor steals second. Runner on second here, 1-1 count for Delaney Fifield. And Lou Fifield with the bomb to right field, and she drops it. Ashley Taylor is sent home. It's going to be a close play here. And she makes it home. And Lou Fifield makes it to third off of the error in right field. Ashley Taylor crosses the plate for the second time this game. Hawks are up with 2-0 lead against the South Hadley Tigers. 2 outs now. Liv Machon up to bat. Swings on the first pitch. 0-1. Swinging again, 0-2, but great swings. And again, the Hawks are being really aggressive here with their hitting, which is great to see against such a tough pitcher. So we'll see what she does here. And she's going to watch that ball low. Again, just as a reminder, the Hawks are 1-1 against South Hadley this season. So a very even matchup. And she's going to swing. All right, 2 outs now for the Hawks. Up to bat here, we have the pitcher, Raina Wanzi, and she's going to be walked to first, just like last time. And we're going to have number 11, Riley Tyne, coming into pinch run for Raina. So we'll see what the Hawks do here. Runners on first and third. Probably going to steal off of this first pitch. Sophia Pinardi up to bat, the Hawks' first baseman. And she swings foul ball, just curving to the right. And as you can see, the pinch runner for the Hawks on first, immediately going off the pitch, so we'll see what South Hadley does. And another foul ball for Sophia Pinardi. Her last at-bat was very similar to this one, down to the count, but still really aggressive throughout. Just on it. So we'll see what she does here. 2 outs for the Hawks. And she takes it in, and that's going to be strike 3 and the end of the inning for the Hawks. Going into the 4th inning here, Hawks have the lead, 2-0. Coaches for the Red Hawks are Gary Dean and Larry LeClaire, as well as Steve Byfield. Gary Dean is my father, and I've had him as a coach. Not anymore, but I had him for a few years of varsity softball, and Larry is also a good friend of mine and coached me as well as Steve in travel softball. And they're kind of doing coaching in classic Gary and Larry fashion today, with very aggressive base running early. And it's done them well. They've really maxed out all of the contact they've gotten on the hits so far, and had a really, really strong opening few innings here. So hopefully Raina can keep up her aggression and her accuracy and keep getting strikeouts in these 1, 2, 3 innings. It's been really great for the Hawks. But I have a feeling South Hadley is going to start making some more contact, and we'll start seeing some great plays from our infielders and outfielders. All right, here for South Hadley, we have number 2 in the order, Sammy LaFleche. Ball's going to go just high, 1-0. And she swings, pops up, and foul ball. 1-1 count here for the pitcher, Raina Wanzi. And she swings. 1-2 count now. And she swings. Ground ball going to the third baseman. And she runs it out and is safe at first. That is the advantage of being a lefty, is you are closer to first base, and so a lot of times you'll see faster runners learning how to swing out of the lefty box. Try to make it in first in time, just like that play. Normal ground ball, but she runs it out and she's safe at first. All right, we have the pitcher, number 14, Ella Schaefer, up with a line drive and caught by the right fielder, number 16, Addie Ely for the Hawks. Tries to get her back at first, slight overthrow, but the senior Lou Fifield from the Hawks backs her up and avoids the overthrow. One out for the Hawks now. Got a runner on first for South Hadley, and number 2, Riley McMahon, up to bat. Oh, number 9, sorry. Soph Butler up to bat. Soph is going to take that one wide. Just high, 2-0 in the count. And that's going to be high. A great grab by catcher Lou Fifield, stopping that wild pitch and the runner to progress to second. So now we have a 3-0 count. See what the batter does here. Might be more patient. And that's going to be a strike low. Great take, though, from number 9, Soph Butler from South Hadley. When you're up in the count like that, you can afford to take those low strikes and be more picky. And she hits a pop-up to center field, caught by Liv Machon, who throws it back to the pitcher. Great plays from the outfield here, just a wall. And these are tough balls. They're not pop-ups. They've kind of been line drives from South Hadley, and they've really protected center fielder and right fielder from Frontier, Liv Machon, and center fielder Liv Machon and right fielder Addie Ely have made great plays. And a ground ball to shortstop. Skylar Steele is just going to get the bag at second, and that's 3 outs. Great defensive inning for the Hawks. Moving on to the bottom of the 4th inning, Hawks are going to be up to bat. Heading to the bottom of the 4th here, the Hawks are looking to continue their momentum that they've had in the beginning of this game. And really the Hawks have just been like squeaking it out. I think they've just had really aggressive base running, really aggressive at bat, and gotten 2 runs in early. And I think that's going to be really huge for them, especially as South Hadley's bats start to heat up. And both pitchers are getting deeper in their pitch count. All right, first up we have for the Red Hawks is number 16, the right fielder, just made that fantastic play in right field, Addie Ely. Oh. And that's going to be an out line drive to the first baseman, just in foul territory. 1 out now. Really aggressive swinging from Addie Ely. Same thing happened last at bat. She got a little deeper in the count, but grounded out to first, unfortunately. But let's see what number 1 Abigail Schreiber has. And shows the bunt, drops it just early, goes foul. 0-1 here. Shows the bunt again and goes down the line, picked up. And umpire calls it foul, though she would have been safe at first, but it just curves off the line as the third baseman picked it up. All right, 0-2 here. Tough count, but we'll see what she does. Got to be aggressive. And she's going to swing, and the ball is dropped. Throws to first, and that's going to be a strikeout. 2 outs now for the Hawks. Bottom of the 4th inning. Hawks are up 2-0 against South Hadley.
Worst case, just see if Gage can get the batter right now.
Up to bat here, we have Whitney Campbell, the second baseman for the Hawks. She's going to swing. Foul ball. And swings again, 0-2. Really high strike percentage from the South Hadley pitcher, Ella Schaefer. So Hawks got to be aggressive. She watches that high. Just to the corner there. It's a great take, especially on an 0-2 pitch, on an 0-2 count in which you have to be aggressive. It's really impressive to be able to take balls in that position. So now she has a 1-2 count. And she swings, and that's going to be 3 outs and the end of the inning. Moving on to the 5th inning now. Hawks are up 2-0. This is the state playoff game, round of 16. Frontier Red Hawks versus the South Hadley Tigers. For the Hawks, we've seen a really strong beginning of the game for their 8th grade pitcher, Raina Wanzi. A lot of strikeouts, I believe 4 or 5. And then in the most recent inning, we saw some really clutch plays by Frontier's outfield, which is just a really great performance that you love to see. Like I was saying earlier in the game, when the pitcher's on early, getting a lot of strikeouts, it really builds confidence throughout the entire team to really want to just protect the plate and prevent runs from getting in. So it's really great to see how dynamic this team is. They can have innings where there's a lot of strikeouts. They can have innings where the other team's putting the bat on the ball, and no matter what, they're getting the job done. So far, South Hadley hasn't gotten any runs, but we'll see what they do this inning. Starting up for South Hadley, they have number 7, Sienna LaFleche. Just going to swing on that first pitch, an outside strike. And fly ball called by Skylar Steele and makes the play. It's going to be 1 out for the Hawks. There's been a lot of these awkward fly balls in the game, both on the Hawks side as well as the Tigers, just in between the outfielders and the infielders. And so it's really a challenge of just communication. And the Hawks, as well as South Hadley, have done a really great job of that. Next up for South Hadley, we have Grace Matasuski. It's going to be a strike to start us off. And she's going to swing at that. 0-2. Choking up on the bat here. And she's going to swing at that one, just on it. Foul ball. And going to swing at that one as well. Both Frontier and South Hadley have been very aggressive at the plate. We're seeing a lot of early 0-2 counts. Not a lot of walks so far, which makes for a very exciting game. And she's going to swing at that one. Ground ball to first. Frontier's Sophia Panardi makes the play. 2 outs for the Hawks now. Next up to bat for South Hadley is number 6, Violet Carillion. South Hadley taking a moment here just to talk to the batter, regroup. Raina here for the Hawks, the pitcher, she's doing a great job of throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, which is a stat that is not looked at a ton, but it's really a great show of confidence in pitchers. It kind of sets them up well for a count if they're throwing early strikes, and she's doing a lot of that today. So now we have an 0-2 count. And that's going to be a strikeout for Raina to close off the inning. Bottom of the 5th now, Hawks up to bat. All right, top of the order here for the Red Hawks. We have the senior Ashley Taylor up to bat, number 6. The last 2 times Ashley has been the first batter of the inning, we've scored. She has been the singular person on Frontier who has scored twice, getting on base with 2 walks, and then, Lou coming in clutch with RBIs. She's going to let that one go high. Ashley's a very patient hitter. She's not overly aggressive and very patient. Just letting balls be balls and being aggressive when it's the kind of pitch she likes. It's going to be a strike inside. And she's going to show the bunt, and that's going to be a foul ball. Barrel of the bat just dropping low there. which is often the problem a lot of times with bunting and softball is like last minute dropping the barrel causes a lot of foul balls going high. So it's always a challenge to just hold that angle. One and two count here. And Ashley Taylor's going to watch that low. 2-2 count here. And she's going to go down swinging. One out here. Skylar Steele up to bat here, number 10. First at bat was a hit, I believe a line drive catch. Second at bat, she went down on a strikeout looking. She watches that low with a bit of a jump. Avoids getting hit. 1-0 here. And a bomb out to left field. Unfortunately caught by South Hadley's left fielder. 2 outs here for the Hawks. Going on to number 3 in the batting order, Delaney Fifield, number 12. She's had a lot of success today already. 2 different hits and RBIs. And she swings, pops up to center field. Caught by the center fielder, and that's going to be 1-2-3 for South Hadley. Moving on to the 6th inning. Hawks are up 2-0 right now, and South Hadley only has a few more innings here to try to get their bats started, get some runs in. But the Hawks are doing a great job of protecting both in their infield and outfield, as well as a really strong performance from the 8th grade pitcher, Raina Wanzi. See if they can hold it again for a few more innings. All right, top of the 6th inning here for the round of 16 in the MIAA state tournament. Frontier Redhawks versus the South Hadley Tigers. They've matched up 2 times this season so far and split 1-1. We have Raina Wanzi, number 21, pitching for the Hawks with her duo, Delaney Fifield, number 12, as the catcher. Bottom of the order here for the South Hadley Tigers. And a bunt going to the pitcher, throws it, and makes the out at first. Not gonna lie, I was a little scared there because I didn't there was 3 different players going for that, and there was no one at first. And thankfully Whitney Campbell, number 2, made it there in time. 1 out for the Hawks. And back to the top of the batting order for South Hadley, Carly Carmody. Slap hitter. Goes for the swing and misses. Starting from the back of the box here to take a few steps. Trying to get that ground ball and run it out. Fouls it off again, 0-2. See what she does here. And ball's just going to go low. 1-2 count here. And that's going to be strike 3. Really strategic pitch from Reina, especially with slap hitters. Pitching them inside is always a really great strategy. It's just harder for them to get around the ball and make contact. Another lefty here, number 12, Sammy LaFleche from South Hadley. Makes contact. Ball's going to go to shortstop. Skylar Steele's going to throw it long. And the runner is going to go to second on the wild throw. She's charging for that ball because the contact, the way that she hit the ball was slow off the dirt, and she knew that with the fast runner going out of the lefty box, she was going to make it if she didn't charge for it. But unfortunately, the throw was high, and now we have runner on second. It's going to be a strike. Up to bat now, we have South Hadley's pitcher, Ella Schaefer. And that's going to be another strike. She almost goes for that pitch, but holds off. 0-2 here. And makes contact just on that ball. Bit of a precarious position for the Hawks here. South Hadley's strongest hitter at the plate. Runner on second. Could tie it up here. And she's going to wait in that one just high. Great pitch, just moving her up the ladder, which essentially just means pitching higher and higher to try to challenge the batter. And that's going to be strike 3 looking. That is an extremely clutch play from pitcher Reina Wanzi, leaving a runner on base, especially at a time when the score's quite tight. Hawks are just up 2 runs, so, a home run in that situation ties it up. And it's really impressive to see out of an 8th grade pitcher. So going into the bottom of this inning, bottom of the 6th, Hawks are up 2-0. Towards the end of the game here, this might be the Hawks' last at bat if they can keep South Hadley at bay next time they're up. But we'll see what happens. Up to bat here we have for the Hawks, number 9, Liv Michon, middle of the order here. Frontier's bench looking particularly rowdy. She's going to swing at that one, goes a little high. 0-1 in the count. Liv's been very aggressive at the plate in her at-bats thus far. Swings just to the right. A lot of foul balls going off to right field. Fast pitcher, which is what happens when you're when you're up against an aggressive fast pitcher. You're just going to see a lot of aggressive swings just veer off right to off the right field foul line. 0-2 for Liv here. And she's going to swing, and that's going to be a strikeout for South Hadley's pitcher, the senior, number 14, Ella Schaefer. Next up here for the Hawks, we have Frontiers pitcher, the 8th grader, Raina Wanzi. She's going to be walked to first for the 3rd time this game. Big smile on her face, and we're going to see again the pinch runner, number 11, Riley Tyne, come in for her. Hawks are probably hoping to get a few more runs in. All right, next up for the Hawks, number 15, Sophia Pinardi, their first baseman. And she's going to swing, just misses. Foul ball. Hawks taking an aggressive lead off of first. And she's going to let that one go high. Looked to me like a rise ball, which, if left alone, it's going to be a ball. So, but it's hard to read immediately because coming off of the pitcher's hands, it looks like a strike. But you just got to be patient because, oh, that's a great call. Really close ball there, but a great eye by Sophia Pinardi. One and two count. And she's gonna make a hard line drive going past South Hadley's shortstop. 2 runners on base here now for the Hawks. 1 down. All right, next up we have Frontiers right fielder, Addie Ely. Coach Dean taking a second to talk to the umpire. And we're going to have a pinch runner coming in for Sophia Pinardi after that great line drive. Just going in between the gap between second and the shortstop. We have a pinch runner coming in, Lexi Hawkins. Both Lexi Hawkins and Riley Tyne both have the Valley Storm orange helmets on, which I'm assuming means that they play for Valley Storm, which is a travel softball team I played on once upon a time. All right. Addie Ely up to bat. And she's going to bunt, foul ball. Just drops the barrel at the last second there. And she's going to show the bat rather, and fouls out again. Down 0-2 in the count. See what she does here. And she's going to show it, and a beautiful bunt by number 16, Addie Ely. Bases loaded for the Hawks, and they are in a great position for number 1, Abigail Schreiber, to come up and bat in some runs here. That was a beautiful bunt by Addie Ely, going right between the pitcher and the third baseman, allowing her to just be safe at first. And a little bit of miscommunication. And that's going to be a foul ball, showing the bunt again. Hawks are going to continue their strategy at the bottom of the lineup, trying to bunt, move those runners over, get on base. Hawks are up 2-0, so they could definitely use a few more runs. Bases loaded, so we'll see what happens here. Bottom of the lineup for the Hawks. South Hadley's pitcher, Ella Schaefer, going to the back of the circle, taking a moment just to take a breath. Umpire calling time. High pressure moment here for South Hadley. Really got to protect. See what Ella Schaefer does here. And bunt. And an error. The ball actually coming over to me. And a beautiful, beautiful bunt. A beautiful bunt by Abigail Schreiber, number 1 for the Hawks. Getting the runner home. And with the overthrow, moving over to second. So 2 more runs for the Hawks. 4-0 lead. This is a great late game showing for the Hawks. Just continuing their offense, showing they're not done. Even though they got 2 early runs, their offense still going, still being aggressive. And now we are up to, this is the bottom of the order. Number 2, Whitney Campbell here. Gonna take that one high. And the barrel's just gonna drop low, foul ball. One out here. Whitney Campbell up to bat. And shows the bunt, foul ball again. 1-2 count. Two and two count, sorry. And she's going to take that inside. A strikeout for South Hadley's Ella Schaefer. And now we're back up to the top of the order for the Red Hawks with senior Ashley Taylor having a great appearance so far. Let's see what she does. Very patient hitter, as we noted before. Already has 2 walks. And she's going to leave that low, and runner's going to go home, sliding, and she's safe. The Hawks, with the aggressive base running, is really paying off for them, getting all these late game runs. Now they're up 5-0. South Hadley's going to take a moment here just to regroup. Two outs for South Hadley here. Just looking to close it off. Avoid that runner on third from getting home. But the Hawks are looking to continue their offense. They're back at the top of the order, just where they want to be. Trying to see if Ashley Taylor can bring the runner home, who's on third. 1 ball. And ball's in play to second. Makes the play at first, and that's going to be 3 outs. All right. Top of the 7th inning here. If the Hawks can prevent 5 runs here, then that's going to be a win. All right. First pitch just goes high. 1 ball. Makes contact on the low pitch. Up to bat here, we have number 9 for South Hadley, Soph Butler. Middle of the order. 1-1 count. And she's going to take that one. 1-2. It's a great pitch from the 8th grader, Raina Wanzi. And she's going to go down swinging. That's 1 out. All right, next up we have for South Hadley, number 2, Riley McMahon. Strong first pitch. Swings, but just misses. Ball going high. That's the thing about first pitch strikes is if you get that strike in early, you know, and start pitching 1, 2 balls, you're still in a good position. You're still in a pretty equal count and can always fight back. She's going to swing at that one high. 1-2 count now. Again, Raina Wanzi just pitching a ton of strikes. Very aggressive. In a great position here. But we'll see what South Hadley does. Number 2, Riley McMahon at bat. And she's going to swing and miss. And that's 2 outs for the Hawks. 1 more out would mean a ticket to the round of 8 in the state tournament for the Hawks. Up 5-0 here. Up to bat for South Hadley, we have number 7, Sienna LaFleche. Swings at the first one. Ball just low. Great grab by the catcher for Frontier, Delaney Fifield. 1-1 count. And just going to go outside there. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs here for the Hawks. And a ground ball goes to second base. Play by Whitney Campbell. And that's going to be 3 outs and a ticket to the round of 8 in the state tournament for the Frontier Redhawks. Honestly, an almost flawless performance today. The pitcher, Raina Wanzi for Frontier, with a very strong performance. Lots of strikes, lots of strikeouts, but also great defense, both infield and outfield for the Redhawks. And a lot of contact, a lot of aggressive at-bats for the Hawks, and strategic base running. It's a very fast team, very confident team, and they're in a really great position to make a trip all the way to the finals. So really amazing performance. Really glad to see just how confident and aggressive this team is, and especially as someone who used to be teammates with a lot of them, it's just wonderful to see what amazing teammates and players they've become. So we're excited to see what Frontier is going to do for the rest of the tournament. And thank you all for listening to FCAT Media. And yeah, please tune in for future streams of the Frontier Redhawks. We're hoping that there'll be a lot more in the future. So thanks again. This is Olivia Dean, and Tom Albert was on with me earlier as well. And have a great rest of the night.
It was a phenomenal game from both teams. I'm glad the Redhawks are moving on, and we will continue coverage as long as the Redhawks keep on winning. So they beat South Hadley in a revenge game and move on to the Elite 8. Again, Tom Albert, Olivia Dean, Dan Danek, and the titles are quite correct reference. I'll be fixing this in post. But thank you guys for tuning in for the final time. Tom Albert, Olivia Dean on the Western Mass Sweet 16. Have a good night, folks.